in trouble.
Okay, I'll come back. Shit.
Uh-oh. Fucking soaked.
Oh no.
I don't know what we're gonna do here.
I don't know either. Well, get out of there.
I'm out, but I'm fucking soaked.
Shit.
Fuck, I had no idea.
Thanks for clicking on my video. If you want to use the chapters, you can skip ahead to the part that you saw in the thumbnail. Otherwise, enjoy the ride. And just remember, when you're going into a new area or an area you haven't been into in a long time, always do a hazard check. Look for overhead hazards like potential avalanches, cornices that you might be riding on, or cliff drops, and especially thin ice. Watch the ride, you'll see what happened, and then I'll see you again at the end of the video.
Ready to go? Ooh, Nine Eyes ready to go. Back at the snowmobile cabin. Ready to ride.
Hyperview.
Hyperview. There's Superview. And now there's Hyperview.
What's hyperview?
It's like ultra wide angle.
Oh, yeah.
Up, down, left, right, forward, back.
Well, hopefully the plows go out and make the roads a little bit better up in Brockett.
Oh yeah. Well, my joystick fell off. It's in my pocket. We're gonna figure that out later. My joystick popped out. Oh, we were hoping for more fresh than this again. Not even an inch. Fernie got over 1.5 feet. Could have went there. Alright. Headed into another new basin for us. I haven't been up here in over 10 years. I don't even know how long it's been. Probably 10 years. Decade ago, so I'm glad somebody else has been in just to, you know, show me the way. We're hoping we can find a little bit deeper snow, but we were planning on going to Corbin or Fernie because they got a bunch of snow. We're hoping they would just stay in here, but looks like maybe just a couple inches.
Baja. A waterfall there. Not a lot of snow though.
It's kind of chilly too.
You said you like chili?
It is chilly.
Oh, it is chilly. Nice spot. Want to go do some riding?
Just play around down here type thing?
Yeah.
See what there is?
Nice wave. Nice wave. Just jamming over there, eh?
Jamming.
Oh, I can't put my
Jamming.
toque on and my hood. Helmet.
Jamming. I hope you like to jam it.
Well, try not to ride your sled into a creek
Yeah.
unless you feel like fishing for sleds. What's that sound? Is that yours or mine?
What?
That radio sound.
I thought it was yours. I thought I heard it come from you.
Damn it. That means it's dead.
Yours is dead?
I charged it though.
Better not be dead.
Do a little exploring in here. We have knee-deep snow. Better than nothing.
Yeah, is that your radio or mine making that noise?
It's not mine. I can make a trail out for you. Pretty cool spot up in here. I'm just gonna take a peek.
Yeah, 10-4. I'll just go back to where we stopped and kind of just tool around in there a bit.
Okay. That's drainage here. I'm guessing we can go up through there or up above where I am here. Let's get a picture of this. Pretty sweet spot. A little exploring out here. Baja. This 325 track is impressing me. Like, I wasn't giving her there, just kind of choose. Not bad for a 155. Let's see if we can find a better way. Well, this is a fun spot. There's no snow in here. Oh, you found the creek. Hey Colin, I made my way back out to the slide. Little knob fell off, I gotta fix that after.
In trouble!
Okay, I'll come back. Oh no.
I don't know what we're gonna do here.
I don't know either. Well, get out of there.
I'm out, but I'm fucking soaked.
Shit.
Fuck, I had no idea.
What are we supposed to do here?
We'll leave the sled here. We can't pull it over. I think the water went up into the exhaust or into the intake, but we cannot get the motor to pull over. Colin's soaked, so we gotta get him out of here quick.
So at this point we decided to double out. Colin was soaked and starting to get really cold, so we wanted to get to the cabin so we could warm up. We were barely 100 feet down the trail and another party joined us and volunteered to help us get this sled out of the water. The problem was one of the skis was under the ice, so we had to somehow get straps on it and pull it back. We didn't want to get wet, but after probably an hour, we got the sled out of the water and started pulling it over.
Okay, we gotta get this other ski out.
Everything's a bit broken. Heard something about fire starter? There is some juice in there.
Want me to get it?
Yeah, when you get a minute.
Okay.
Recoil's frozen. Kill switch. Almost feels like your tether, you know?
Yeah. You want that? You want... Unreal. Better than no cylinder.
That's one way to clean the belt, eh? What were you trying to do there, Colin?
Well, at the end of it all, just trying to get the sled out of the water. It's not a boat.
His feet are probably a little cold. Got the fire going.
Chilly. I can feel
Yeah.
the water swishing around.
Thanks for your help, guys. Thanks, guys.
What do you do with these things? Shake them?
I think they just take a bit to heat up. Well, we got out. Got the sled out. It's running thanks to these guys.
Yeah, the sled's out of the water.
We got out of the water. And now we're gonna head to the cabin, try to get some heat on Colin's feet, and then back to the trucks. So yeah.
What an adventure.
Yeah, we're not gonna ride creek bottoms anymore this time of year. This thing going again. All right, we're out of here. Not gonna lie, that was kind of scary. We were worried.
Unfortunately, this cabin was locked. We could have went to a trapper's cabin nearby and got a fire going, but instead I decided to give Colin my heated socks. We wrapped them in bags so that his boots wouldn't make them wet. I gave him my heated gloves. He was getting pretty cold, and we were 15 miles from the truck, so we just decided to get going.
The Swamp Rat. That's the new name, Swamp Rat. Good?
Yeah.
Don't fall in the creek. About 8,400, that's good. You okay?
Yeah, I gotta get out of there.
Back to the truck. Here. Cold man. He's gotta get out of that wet suit, frozen suit. Fire your truck up. It must be frozen. Where's your keys to your truck?
In that small pocket.
Like in terms of damage?
Yeah. Sell it?
Not a bad idea.
Well, I wrote it out, like everything's probably fine.
Alright. Alright, back to the truck. Time to text my mom.
Yeah. Well, our ride was cut a little short today. Luckily, we were able to get out fine. Back to the trucks. Colin's all warmed up now. But yeah, that was a little sketch. We had taken a break as soon as we got up into this basin. We were unfamiliar with it. We noticed that there was a creek running through the bottom. I was kind of trying to pick my way up into this opening, and he was saying that, oh, I'm just going to pick my way through the bottom here. And we had just talked about being careful because of the creek. He rode through, I followed his tracks and noticed that there was water on top of the ice. And we've seen that before. Sometimes the snow kind of melts on top. And then we were playing a bit of cat and mouse. He followed my tracks again, and this time the ice broke. Sled went down into the water. He went with it. His front left ski went under the ice, and that's what made it so hard to get the sled out, because we couldn't get our hands on the ski loop because it was under the ice. We tried moving it around, the two of us. Didn't have any luck. Could barely get it to budge. Colin was already wet. So he went in and put one of my serpentine belts on the ski loop that we could see, and we were able to move it a little bit. We could rock it, but I kind of just made a choice and said, no, let's get you out of here. And we were doubling our way out. And fortunately, there was a group that came up the trail. They were following our tracks in. 2 older guys and 2 teenage boys. And they said, hey, like, if you want, we can go look at your sled and see if we can get it out. We'll help you. And Colin and I had to make a choice, and we said, yeah, let's at least go back and look at it. I was getting worried that his feet were going to freeze because it was a colder day, but he seemed okay. So we went back, and it took us a while. Colin had to go back in the water again, and we put 4 or 5 different straps on it. My tow rope, and they had a couple ratchet straps, a serpentine belt, and we were able to get the sled pulled back so we could get at the ski that was trapped under the ice. 3 guys, we were able to lift it straight up, and then the other 3 guys were able to pull it back, and we were able to haul it up onto the ice. We were thinking about leaving it there, and it's supposed to be minus 31 or so this week, and if we would have, that sled would have just froze solid. I don't know what we would have done after that. So we lit a fire so that we could get Colin somewhat warm. I gave him my heated gloves. 3 of us started working on the sled. We pulled the plugs, started pulling it over, water shooting out. We eventually flipped it right upside down to get the water to pour out of the cylinders, kept pulling it over, flipped it back up, put the plugs back in. The recoil was starting to freeze up too, and it wasn't retracting the pull cord. So luckily we were able to get it back in and pull it over a few times with the spark plugs back in, and the thing started. It took a few tries to keep it running, but after a while the sled just ran on its own. Initially it sounded like it was only on one cylinder. Let it warm up, put the sled, all the hood back together, put the side panels back on. Said thank you to those guys. Like, if you guys are watching this video, we've already said thank you so many times, but like, it really meant a lot. Like, you guys helped us out huge. We wouldn't have got that sled out. You didn't have to volunteer, so good on you. Thanks for doing that. We couldn't get in the cabin where the wood stove was. There was another trapper's cabin that we could have went to and lit a fire and maybe try to get Colin's hands and feet warm. Like, he was frozen, but what we came up with was, I have heated socks and I have bags with all my dry gear in my backpack. So I took my heated socks off. He took his wet, soaking wet socks off, and he put my heated socks on, wrapped his feet in bags, and then put his boots back on. Unfortunately, the batteries died on the socks because we cranked it up to full power. I had extra batteries, but instead of swapping them out, we just rode back to the truck. I had no socks on, but my feet were warm, so that was okay. Got the trucks warmed up. He just jumped in his truck and got all of his wet gear off and warmed up for a bit, and then jumped in my truck that has heated seats, and just kind of had a laugh about how it all went down, but at the same time learned some lessons there. When you're in an unfamiliar area, you gotta be so careful. Doesn't matter what it is, overhead hazards, avalanche. It could be some cliffs that you might not know are there, cornices, or in this case, thin ice, and drowned a sled. We also learned that if you can get that sled out, there's a chance that you can get it started too. We could have towed it out, but we got it fired up. So we're kind of worried about the sled, like, is this gonna harm it in the long run? And we talked to a mechanic, and they said that no, if you're able to ride it out, you should be fine, but suggested that we prime the oil pump and put fogging oil down the cylinders if you're gonna let it sit and dry. Just pull it over a few times, get that oil worked down so that you don't get any rust in the engine. So yeah, quite the adventure. We probably won't be riding next weekend. It's supposed to be super cold, but definitely the weekend after. So hopefully you enjoyed that, learned something. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like button. We'll see you next time. Let's change a muffler in a snowstorm. Oh, she's blowing. Okay, let's get the stock can out. That would be 15.66 pounds. Here comes the sled shed. Let's call it 7.8 pounds. So is a mid-snowstorm muffler change worth it for 8 pounds? Well, yeah, if you got a cooker can by the sled shed. Now we're talking.